Good afternoon. Graduates and faculty, please be seated. I'm Ronald Hickman, Dean of the Francis Payne Bolton School of Nursing at Case Western Reserve University. It is my pleasure to welcome students, faculty, family, and friends to our Spring 2026 pinning ceremony. Before we continue, a friendly reminder to silence your cell phones so all of our attention is on our graduates today. My connection to this school spans many roles and many years, from student to alumnus to faculty member and now dean, but few moments reflect what this school is truly about as powerfully as pinning. Today marks the moment our students become nurses, stepping into a profession that has been waiting for them, one that will ask much of them and give much in return. The pin you are about to receive is a professional symbol, and I mean that word in its fullest sense. It tells anyone you encounter for the rest of your career where you studied and what you stand for. This year, Case Western Reserve University is celebrating its bicentennial, 200 years. The Francis Payne Bolton School of Nursing has been a part of this university for more than half of its history. Mrs. Bolton's idea was bold for her time, that nursing deserved a standalone school grounded in academic rigor and built to produce leaders. A century later, her vision lives on in graduates like you, and it's safe to say her belief paid off. What you've done to get to this stage is no small thing. And to the families, partners, and friends here today, you stood beside these graduates, offering encouragement, patience, and strength when they needed it most. You helped carry the weight when it grew heavy, and your support made this moment possible. Thank you. The Francis Payne Bolton School of Nursing and its Alumni Association trace their roots to the Lakeside Hospital Training for Nurses and its first graduating class in 1901. Today, our alumni are more than 9,000 nurses in over 50 countries. Our alumni do a great deal of quiet work that keeps the school strong. They fund scholarships, they mentor students, they speak in our classrooms, and they even hire our graduates. If you receive a scholarship from this school during your time at graduates, please stand. And if you don't know who you are, please stand, because most of you graduates have earned a scholarship that many of our alums have donated. So if you earned a scholarship, please stand. Thank you, graduates. You could be seated. Our alumni give generously to our students. And would the alumni present today please stand? Thank you for your continued generosity and for the example you set for the graduates joining you today. This afternoon, we come together to induct these soon-to-be graduates into the School of Nursing Alumni Association by bestowing the FPB Nursing Pin, a long-held tradition of the nursing profession here at Case Western Reserve University. I now call upon senior class representatives to present the graduates. Those representatives are Mai Liu and Mary Fanny. Please come forward.
Thank you, Dean Hickman. In this envelope are the names of the members of the BSN, MN, MSN, DNP, and PhD graduating classes of the 2026 Francis Payne Bolton School of Nursing.
With appreciation to all FPB alumni who have donated so much to support our education throughout our years here, I present these individuals to you and request your recommendation to the Alumni Association of the Francis Payne Bolton School of Nursing for inclusion of our class in its membership.
Thanks. Thank you, Mai. Thank you, Mary. I accept your request and heartily recommend to the President of the Alumni Association, Dr. Nancy Wagner, that each of you be accepted for membership pending completion of all necessary academic requirements. Now I call to the podium our Alumni President, Dr. Nancy Wagner.
Thank you, Dean Hickman, and hello to all. With the approval of the officers and the Board of Directors of the Alumni Association of the Francis Payne Bolton School of Nursing, I am proud to declare these graduating students valued members of the FPB School of Nursing Alumni Association with all rights and privileges granted herein. Congratulations, classes of 2026. Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy. And now to our newest alumni. Welcome to the association. Each of you have earned a place in it. We now recognize graduates whose achievements have earned the admiration of faculty and peers. The awards of recipients are listed in your program. I'd like to invite Dr. Jennifer Adamski to present the Alumni Awards. Following the Alumni Awards, we ask that the presenters for each subsequent award come forward in turn.
Thank you, Dean Hickman. My name is Dr. Jennifer Adamski, and I am the director of the MSN program and the assistant dean of professional programs, as well as associate professor at the Francis Payne Bolton School of Nursing. I am so pleased to have the opportunity to present awards to 4 graduating students who have shown outstanding clinical competence. They have demonstrated excellence in planning, giving, and evaluating nursing care, a sense of responsibility for continued learning, and then competence to excel in a changing and complex society. The recipients of the Alumni Awards for 2026 are, from the BSN class, Sarah Brown. Please come forward. Congratulations, Sarah. From the MN class, Veronica Koval. Congratulations, Veronica. From the MSN class, Lucy Campbell. Will Lucy come forward? Bueller? All right, we will accept this on Lucy's behalf. From the DNP class, Elizabeth Zirkle. And I believe Elizabeth was not able to be here today, so we will accept that on her behalf. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon. I am Dr. Camille Warner, Associate Dean for Enrichment and Engagement. The next awards are named in honor of Miss Isabel Hampton Robb, a nurse, and Dr. Edward F. Cushing, both of whom were active members of the committee that established the training school for nurses at Lakeside Hospital in 1898, the forerunner of today's School of Nursing. Since 1910, their names have been associated with scholarship support for nursing students. Today, the Cushing-Robb Prizes are awarded to students who demonstrate excellence in academic achievement, clinical nursing practice, and professional competence. Each recipient receives a $200,500 award to support advanced study in nursing within the next 2 years. The recipients for 2026 are, from the BSN program, Anna Sung Park. Anna, will you please come to the stage? From the MN program, I'm sorry, I'm ahead of myself. From the BSN program, Tofi Adebashe. Will Tofi please come to the stage? Now, from the MN program, Justin Collins. Will Justin please come to the stage? And from the MS program, Shelby Faruja. And I don't believe that Shelby is here, but I think there's a relative who may be able to receive the award in her honor. Okay, if not. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Nathaniel Schreiner. I am the director of the MM program as well as an assistant professor of nursing. I'm here to award individuals the Rebecca and Samuel H. Elliott Award for Community Service. This award was established to recognize nurses for volunteer service to their communities and to encourage graduating students to continue the FPB School of Nursing tradition of leadership and of service. This year's recipients of the Rebecca and Samuel H. Elliott Awards are from the BSN program, Zoe Wagner. Zoe, will you please come to the stage? And from the MSN program, Ashlyn Cumming. Ashlyn, will you please come to the stage? I guess Ashlyn is not here. Well, again, we will accept this on behalf of Ashlyn.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Molly Jackson, Associate Professor of Nursing. The Madeline R. Zaworski Award for Leadership was established by a grateful patient in an effort to recognize the leadership qualities of Madeline R. Zaworski, an alumnus of the School of Nursing. These qualities include managerial skills, as well as a compassion for others and a commitment to their welfare. This year's recipients of the Madeline R. Zaworski Award for Leadership are from the BSN program, Nina Thompson. Will Nina please come forward? From the MSN program, Hetty Leiter. Hetty was not able to join us today, but we will give her a round of applause. Thank you. And from the DNP program, Taryn Leakdy. Will Taryn please come forward? And from the PhD program, Pamela Bolton. Will Pamela please come forward? I'm also pleased to present the award for the Benito Marchoso Award for Excellence in Oncology Nursing. This award was instituted in the memory of Dr. Benita C. Martocchio, a faculty member at the Francis Payne Bolton School of Nursing until her death. Dr. Martocchio was known internationally for her expertise in oncology nursing and her commitment to and compassion for patients who had cancer. The recipient of the Martocchio Award is selected for accomplishment in oncology nursing research, clinical competence, and commitment to patients with cancer. This year's recipient of the Benito Martocchio Award is Siquan Wong from the PhD program. Siquan was not able to attend this afternoon, but we want to recognize her.
Hello, my name is Dr. Michelle Hayes, and I'm here to present the Daisy Award. So today I want to share a story behind the Daisy Award. The International Daisy Foundation was established in 1999 by members of the family of Patrick Barnes, who was a 33-year-old victim of an autoimmune disease, ITP. During his illness, his family was very touched by the extraordinary compassion, kindness, and clinical skills demonstrated by his nurses. In gratitude, they created the Daisy Award for Extraordinary Nurses, a recognition program that now honors nursing students and is embraced by thousands of healthcare organizations and schools of nursing around the world. I'm delighted to present the 2026 Daisy Award to Warren Tyler Natick. Will Tyler please come forward? There's more. Wait. There's more. So, I'm going to say nice things about you now. Since his entry into the BSN program, Tyler has consistently received glowing evaluations from his patients, clinical instructors, and faculty. One instructor commented that Tyler is friendly, attentive, and a great communicator, someone who is able to create rapport with his patients and staff. Another instructor noted Tyler is always seeking out learning opportunities and looking for other ways to be of help on the unit. Overall, Tyler has been an exceptional student that always saw the positive sides to everything. When faced with challenges, you remained focused and you came back with the same positive attitude. We're honored to present this award to you today. It makes me cry. Hold on, there's a bag. Yeah, there's more stuff. There's a little bit more, sorry. Well, you can go. Yeah, sorry, you can go. There's a little bit more about the Daisy Award. So additionally, in regards to this award, when Patrick, the person who the award was created in honor of, when he was in the hospital, his stepmother Bonnie noticed the great tradition nurses have for pins. So they created this Daisy Award pin, which Tyler has in his bag, for him to wear. And we hope you wear your Daisy Award pin proudly. And also included in that bag is a Healer's Touch sculpture to represent the bond between nurses and their patients. It was hand-carved and signed by an artist in Zimbabwe. In this way, the foundation assists the artist to support hundreds of people and their families in a country filled with economic and political turmoil.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Jessie Hansky, Director of the Postmaster's DNP Program and Assistant Professor. The Director's Award for Outstanding DNP Graduate is presented to a graduating DNP student who has made exceptional contributions to the DNP program, its faculty, and fellow students. The recipient demonstrates leadership within the student body, a strong commitment to social responsibility through service to the broader community, outstanding academic achievement, and the highest standards of professional integrity. This year's recipient of the Director's Award for Outstanding Graduate is Elizabeth Adams. Elizabeth, please come forward. Elizabeth Adams embodies the highest standards of excellence, leadership, and service within the nurse anesthesia profession. Her presence in the operating room is poised, calm, and confident, earning the trust of CRNAs, anesthesiologists, surgeons, and patients. Beyond her clinical experience, Elizabeth has made significant contributions to the nurse anesthesia profession through leadership and advocacy at both the state and national levels. She serves as the OSANA Student Board Representative during the 2024-25 board year, where she organized the association's presence at the Cleveland Marathon. Further, she served as a student mentor for the Cleveland Clinic CRNA Mentorship Program. Elizabeth truly represents the spirit of this award. Congratulations, Elizabeth.
I'm Dr. Evelyn Duffy. I serve as the Florence Seller Professor of Gerontological Nursing, and I've had the privilege of serving as the chair of the internal board of the Marion K. Shaughnessy Nurse Leadership Academy. This award for outstanding student leadership honors a graduating nursing student who exemplifies transformational leadership through integrity, innovation, accountability, and a commitment to advancing health and global citizenship. This year's recipient, Mira Schwartz, embodies these values in every aspect of her leadership, advocacy, and clinical practice. Mira, please come forward. Inspired by her own experience as a patient, Mira champions advocacy for equitable, compassionate health care and dedicates herself to ensuring every patient feels heard and respected through her work. Throughout her time at FPB, she led impactful initiatives in reproductive health advocacy and community service, while excelling in high acuity clinical care. Mira's purpose-driven leadership, commitment to justice, and vision for the future of nursing make her an extraordinary recipient of this award. Please join us in congratulating Mira Schwartz.
It is my privilege now to present the Dean's Legacy Awards. These awards go to outstanding graduates from each of our 5 academic programs, a graduate whose record of academic work, service, and leadership reflects what the school has stood for since its founding. I've selected the recipients from nominations submitted by each program director, and I want to thank our directors for the care and thoughtfulness they bring to this process every year. The recipients of the 2026 Dean's Legacy Awards are as follows. From the Bachelor of Science in Nursing program, this year's Dean's Legacy Award recipient is Christina Habib. Christina, please come forward. Congratulations, Christina. From the Master of Nursing program, this year's Dean's Legacy Award recipient is Amanda Jean Gardella. Amanda, please come forward. From the Master of Science in Nursing program, the Dean's Legacy Award recipient is Olivia Moyer. Olivia, will you please come forward? Well, Olivia obviously cannot be here, so I'll accept this award on her behalf, and we'll still give her a round of applause. From the Doctor of Nursing Practice program, the Dean's Legacy Award recipient is Zachary Motter. Zachary, are you here with us today? I don't think he could attend, so we'll accept this in his honor as well. From the Doctor of Philosophy and Nursing program, the Dean's Legacy Award recipient is Sutney Thorntip. Sutney, are you here? It is my pleasure now to turn to the presentation of Marion K. Lehman Award for Excellence in Teaching, which will be presented by Glenda Hellman. Glenda, will you please come forward?
Thank you, Dean Hickman. My sister, Mary Kay Lehman, was an instructor at the School of Nursing, doctoral candidate, and director of student services. As a scholar, researcher, and teacher, she was a faculty member committed to her students' learning and to the profession of nursing. In her memory, the School of Nursing has initiated the Mary Kay Lehman Award for Excellence in Teaching. Students at the School of Nursing select the recipient. This award is presented each year to a faculty member in the School of Nursing. This year, the Mary Kay Lehman Award for Excellence in Teaching is awarded to Mary DeHaan. One nominator states, Professor DeHaan has always demonstrated an exceptional ability to encourage us to balance the rigor of nursing school, especially during our sophomore year medical surgical course and our senior year practicum experience with taking time for ourselves and growing as people outside of nursing. She has always made an effort to connect with us, to know how we are coping with the challenges of nursing school, and to provide support. During her lectures, especially during times where she was aware that we were experiencing increased stress, she has emphasized the role of self-care and living a balanced lifestyle, and rather than only speaking about it, has given us the time and resources to do so. Thank you, Mary, for making a difference in the lives and careers of your students. Thank you.
Thank you, Glenda, for making this moment even more special. And thank you, Mary, for making a difference in the lives and careers of our students every day. And congratulations to all of our award recipients. Additional awards will be presented to other members of our graduating class later this weekend at the graduate and undergraduate diploma ceremonies. And now I'd like to introduce our undergraduate student speaker. There will be additional speakers for the graduate programs tomorrow. But first, let's welcome Hannah Bodie.
Thank you, Dean Hickman. While I get my speech set up, can we hear another round of applause for everyone who received an award today and will receive an award tomorrow? Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming together today on this beautiful Friday afternoon to celebrate our future graduation from Case Western Reserve University. My name is Hannah. I'm a fourth-year Bachelor's of Science of Nursing student, and I'm excited to speak with you all today. It is no small feat that brings us all together. As you know, we're here to honor the 2026 graduates from the Francis Payne Bolton School of Nursing. Each of these students seated before you have chosen to dedicate a part of their lives to serving others. Countless hours of clinical and classroom time have brought us to this moment, after which each of us will pursue our own path within this noble profession. You are in the presence of the upcoming generation of bedside nurses, educators, researchers, and advanced practice nurses. While we each had different paths to the summit, we are now here together to celebrate our hard work and this momentous achievement. Truly, congratulations, everyone. Nursing is a field unlike any other. It strikes an intricate balance of science, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, and interpersonal skills, which is not often replicated across other careers. On top of that, nurses have been ranked as the #1 most trusted profession in the United States for the last 24 years. It will be a privilege to join the ranks of modern nurses who serve as the backbone of our nation's healthcare system. As we depart from this campus to pursue a variety of professional opportunities, we carry with us the responsibility to uphold the standards set by those who came before us. Fortunately, I believe our education here has prepared us to do just that. My experience at CWRU is something that I will be eternally grateful for. As I was writing this speech, I found myself thinking back to the fall of 2022 when I first set foot on this campus as a student. So much has changed for me since then, and I'm sure that many of the graduates sitting here feel the same. Over the last 4 years, we grew as people. We forged lifelong friendships, expanded our worldviews, and eventually found our callings within the field of nursing. We learned how to advocate for ourselves and our patients alike. We were taught to do what is right, even when it might be difficult to do so. We dipped our toes into the real, unscripted medical field, and after today, we have the chance to throw ourselves into it entirely. Of course, we could not have reached this point without help from others. It truly takes a village to instruct future nurses, and nowhere is that more evident than here at CWRU. Thank you to our professors and our lab assistants who went above and beyond to share their knowledge with us. Thank you to our clinical instructors who worked tirelessly to provide us with valuable on-site learning experiences. Thank you to our advisors for being excellent resources as we navigated the university. Thank you to our families, both biological and chosen, for being never-ending cheerleaders during our educational and extracurricular experiences. Finally, and most importantly in my opinion, thank you to the friends that we've made along the way. The day-to-day support offered by people who know exactly what you're going through is unmatched. I know for a fact that without my friends, I would not be standing here in front of you today. We humans are nothing without a strong community around us, and I'm so grateful for ours. I want to, again, congratulate every graduate that is here with us today. What we've completed is monumental, and I'm incredibly proud of each of you. Before I finish up, there are a few things that I want you all to remember. Remember that everything you need is within you, and that you are stronger than you know. Remember that you are not alone. There is power within community, and you have one here at CWRU for the rest of your life. Take chances, support one another, and most importantly, take care of yourselves. I wish you nothing but the best, and congratulations.
Thank you, Hannah, for those very heartfelt, inspirational, and encouraging words. Before we move into pinning, I want to thank the graduates who've led our nursing student organizations this year. The Undergraduate Student Nurses Association, the Graduate Student Nurses Association, and the PhD Student Nursing Association. Leading these groups takes real commitment on top of busy schedules, and your advocacy and programming strengthened our learning community. Thank you all. We move now to the final part of this afternoon's program, the pinning. This pin represents more than achievement. It carries a century-long tradition of scholarship, service, and care that defines this school. I will now turn this podium over to our Alumni Association President, Dr. Nancy Wagner.
Good afternoon again, and congratulations to all the graduates and all the award winners. After that speech, I don't think I really need to say very much, but it's certainly a privilege to be here today on this very special day with all of you, your families, your guests, as you celebrate this educational accomplishment and transition from not only student to nurse, but also for those of you who are already nurses to either your advanced practice role or a new role in this nursing journey that we've all certainly been through. As I was walking in today, I looked at a couple of the graduates who were right near me, and I said, be mindful of today and try to remember every moment, because the time goes by and some of those memories fleet away, but this is really a very special time, and I hope you'll hold on to all of those memories. The pinning ceremony is a rite of passage in nursing with long-standing tradition and special meaning for the profession. From your history of nursing courses, professional nursing, history of nursing, certainly you remember Florence Nightingale. Back in 1860, she received the Red Cross of St. George for her service to the injured in the Crimean War. We all remember Florence Nightingale. Certainly her birthday was just last week. Later, when she organized the first nursing program, she presented a Medal of Excellence of her brightest graduates to continue and share that honor. And as the dean mentioned before about the first class of nurses from the Lakeside School of Nursing, the forerunner of the Francis Payne Bolton School of Nursing, certainly received those graduation pins. By 1916, the practice of pinning new graduates was a standard throughout the U.S. As nurse graduates receiving pins, you continue that legacy from here on. Your graduation pin is a special symbol and reminds everyone of your highly respected education and your bond with Francis Payne Bolton School of Nursing. Remember, we're the most respected profession probably in the world, for sure in the United States. In a commencement speech in 1931, Francis Payne Bolton said, "These pins are small, but they are visible proof that there is, in the past of this school, you are to represent a heart large enough to sacrifice individually for a more perfect as a whole." As you move into this next phase of your life and career, cherish the legacy as an FPB alumnus and alumna, and please stay connected to the school. This is my second year as president of the Alumni Association. I'm very proud. We have a great group of active alumni. We have board members. We have alumni as they stood up, you saw before. And we are all here to serve you as you were a student, offer opportunities, certainly with travel and scholarship, and to provide service to our students. We also will be there for you as you move along into your new career and would love to stay in touch and network with you. Reach out to us for advice, to network, as I said before, or just stay in touch. We hope you'll join us and be active in our association. If you've not already done so, please provide your personal emails, addresses, and other contact information to our alumni representatives. This is the best way for us to stay in touch with you, to send you news about great things that are going on at FPB, such as educational opportunities, school research awards, homecoming, reunion, and advanced practice, and our graduate programs and other things that we're certainly very proud of here at FPB. Good luck as you go forward, and congratulations from all of us at the Francis Payne Bolton Alumni Association. Congratulations. I'd like to turn the podium over to Dr. Jana Kinney, who will announce the names of the graduates and their pinners. And again, congratulations.
We now turn to the list in our program of graduates receiving pins today and the people they have chosen to pin them. The pinners were selected by each graduate to represent the people who were significant in helping them achieve their goals. As each graduate's name is called, the graduate and their pinners will come forward to the center of the platform. It is now my pleasure to call each of you to come forward and receive your pin. We have Elizabeth Adams, who will be pinned by her fiance, Ryan Miller. We have Jesso Teferate Adebishe, pinned by her parents, Ademola and Jumoke Adebishe. We have Abigail Adams being pinned by John and Connie Adams, her parents. Next, we have Abdulaziz Al-Atabi, pinned by Zara Al-Hamoud. Next, we have Rakan and Turki Al-Saimi, who are pinning each other. They're brothers. Next we have Vaishnavi Amin, who is being pinned by Kushi Amin, her sister. Next, we have Miriam Aljaber being pinned by her family, Reza, Dia, Mahdi, and Hassan. Alexandria Anderson being pinned by Andy and Chris Anderson, her parents. Huda Akili being pinned by Mohammed Al-Haddad, her spouse. We have Saja Bashaik being pinned by her brother, Ahmed, excuse me. Sean Bay is being pinned by Danny Bay and Cheon Oh, his parents. Next, we have Ashley Bandy being pinned by her mother, Terry Bandy, who is also a nurse. We have Max. Sorry. Max Beneke being pinned by his aunt, Tanya Stump. We have Annie Benson being pinned by Jacob Madden, her partner. We have Michelle Bergeron being pinned by Grant Pignatello, her professor. All right, we have Shannon Biega being pinned by her mother, Tamara Biega. We have Rachel Pinode being pinned by her mother, Moneymouth Pinode. Now we have Hannah Bodie being pinned by her parents, Barbara and Scott Bodie. We have Dujane Bonito being pinned by her mother, Marcia Mignot. Okay. Okay. We have Aubrey Boswell being pinned by Brianna Feeder, her sister. We have Bridget Boyle being pinned by her mother, Deborah Boyle. We have Hillary Boiso Magno being pinned by Angela Sino, her work mom. Eleanor Brady is being pinned by her mother, Susan Brady. Catherine Bravo being pinned by Renee Bravo and Leticia Perez, her parents. Sarah Brown being pinned by her parents, Susan Ippery Brown and Carl Brown. Brooke Bryant being pinned by her mother, Angela Bryant. Ewan June Tai being pinned by Timmy and Lily Lee, her parents. Christine Call being pinned by Diane and Martin Call, her mom and dad. Chantel Castillo being pinned by Yuritsa Castillo and Senio Castillo, her parents. Lou Cerebros being pinned by Bonnie Hain, their mentor. Kira Celebuski being pinned by her amazing clinical instructor, Natalie Snyder. Taryn Chadwick being pinned by Becky Chadwick, her mom. Alexander Chen being pinned by Sophie Cow and John Chen, his parents. Carrie Cheng being pinned by Dr. Michelle Hayes, her nursing advisor. Victoria Chung being pinned by Jung Eun Ko, her mom, who is also a nurse. Allison Church being pinned by her fiance, Anthony Kuhnfair. Zachary Clapp being pinned by Dawn Clapp, his mother. Sarah Cole being pinned by her parents, Becky and David Cole. Next, we have Justin Collins being pinned by Josh Collins, his brother and an FPB alum. We have Nora Collins being pinned by Scott Collins and Susan Edison, her parents. Tegan Connolly being pinned by her parents, Karma and Chris Connolly. Noah Cooper being pinned by Allison and Devin Cooper, her parents. Karima Cruz Shepard being pinned by her mother, Tammy Shepard. Jasmine DeBroy being pinned by her sister, Samantha DeBroy, who is also a nurse. Zachary Dalton being pinned by Julie Dalton and Karen Haddock, his mother and grandmother. Gia Davis being pinned by Kim and Adam Davis, her parents. Catherine Dempsey being pinned by Mary Ellen Madden, her grandmother. Julia Flynn being pinned by her sister, Tara Flynn. Meredith Flanagan being pinned by Brian Flanagan, her brother. Katie Finn being pinned by Doreen Finn, her mother. Amy Encolada being pinned by Mariella Encolada and Javier Encolada, her parents. Isabella Esquivel being pinned by Stacy Zicafus, her mother. Jennifer Izakobi being pinned by Helen and Hygienius Izakobi, her parents. Mary Fanny being pinned by her twin sister, Stella Fanny. India Farrington being pinned by Tiffany and Reginald Farrington, her parents. Millie Fulgencio Gomez being pinned by Rigo and Leonor Fulgencio Gomez, her parents. Andre Frislevich being pinned by Sarah Frislevich, his sister. Abigail Francoletti being pinned by Amy and Paul Francoletti, her parents. Mandy John Gardella being pinned by Jeremy Bryant, her husband. Amanda Gillis being pinned by Dr. Jalinka Dulesky and Henio Alvarez Gillis, her advisor and son. Riley Jimenez being pinned by Victoria Cedeno, her practicum instructor. Gloria Gomez being pinned by her children, Sophia, Lucy, and Matthew Garcia. Emma Goss being pinned by Gail Biam, her grandmother. Hallam Guo being pinned by Elliot Xiong, her son. Christina Habib being pinned by Dr. Habib, her father, and best friend Berenice Grivalia Arvizu. Chris Hahn being pinned by Youngin Lee, his partner. Erica Hahn, pinned by Kathy and June Hahn, her parents. Junie Hahn being pinned by Janice Cho and Brian Hahn, her parents. Allison Hay being pinned by Heather and Jonathan Hay, her parents. Caitlin Hine being pinned by Paula Hine, her mother. Emily Henney being pinned by Michelle and Clifton Henney, her parents. Carmel Hippias being pinned by Esval Fertil, her cousin. Hannah Holmes being pinned by Dr. Earl Holmes, her father. Andy Fair being pinned by Amy Hall, their wife. May Hopkins being pinned by her mother, Wendy Jacks. Alexa Howell being pinned by her sister, Samantha Howell. Mary M. being pinned by Emmanuel M. and her mother, Sarah Huang, who is also a nurse. Bianca Inclema being pinned by Anthony Mariah and Darlene Inclema, who is also a nurse, and her fiance and her mother. Margaret Irvine is being pinned by John and Mary Irvine, her parents. Samantha Ives is being pinned by Denise Ives, her mother and also a nurse. We have Latina Jenkins being pinned by Taylor and Addison Jenkins, her children.
Just wait.
Hind Al-Khairi being pinned by Awad, Shaden, and Sahab Al-Khairi, her family. Arthi Jaslani being pinned by Berenice Grijalva, her sister. Clara Jiang being pinned by Jenny Zhang, her mom. So Yeonjo being pinned by Sun Ah Kim and Nam Yeonjo, her parents. Alan Jung being pinned by Joanne Jung, his mother. Eva Cattervell being pinned by Velu and Vicky Cattervell, her parents, and Caleb and Ezra Cattervell, her brothers. Jamele Kaviche being pinned by her boyfriend, David Stack. Tanvir Kaur being pinned by Dr. Michelle Hayes. Christine Kim being pinned by Jiun Kim, her mother. Sohee Kim being pinned by Sung Young and Mi Young Kim, her parents. Joanne Kim being pinned by Hera O and Ryan Kim, her mother and brother. Seyon Kim being pinned by Myung Young Shin and Young Tog Kim, her parents. Sohee Kim being pinned by her brother, Jaden Kim. Wesley Kim being pinned by Ruthie Kim, his mother. Yenna Kim being pinned by Yeji Choi and Justin Kim, her mom and dad. David Kim Ko being pinned by Suawa Huang, his cousin. Veronica Koval being pinned by Conrad Koval, her husband. Abby Krupa being pinned by Laura Caldwell, her aunt, who is also a nurse. Joseph Kwan being pinned by Jensol Kang, his friend. Catherine King being pinned by Lou King and her husband and her son, Peter King. Pamela Bolton being pinned by her dissertation chair, Dr. Mary Delansky. Sutani Thorntip being pinned by Ekapol Upanan, her husband. Kelly Lamprecht being pinned by her husband, Kurt Lamprecht. Sophia Laurel being pinned by her parents, Gloria and Sergio Laurel. Jessica Lee being pinned by her parent, Kong K. Lee. Young-in Lee being pinned by Jeng-gu Lee, her dad, and Kyung-hee-yu, her mom. Olivia Lee being pinned by Sang and Jung-hee Lee, her parents. Aujin Lee being pinned by his dad, Hyun Lee. Brendan Lee being pinned by his mother and sister, Sue and Rebecca. Taryn Leakty being pinned by her family, Brandon, Lewis, and Elaine. Anna Lloyd being pinned by Dr. Janine Gillespie, her faculty, mentor, and friend. Emmy Laux being pinned by Peggy Howe, her mother. Stephanie Lowe being pinned by her husband, Joseph Lowe. Mai Lu being pinned by her parents, Lam No and Nok Lu. Enya Lua Wimmer being pinned by Sam King, her boyfriend. Dawn Lin being pinned by Dr. Sonia Moore, her program director. Claire Majerick being pinned by Rose Lane, her preceptor. Madison Martinez being pinned by Nancy Velez Anderson and Milton Martinez, her parents. Natalia Martinez being pinned by Patricia, Ramon, and Sophia Martinez, her family. Audrey Mayer being pinned by her parents, Karen and Christopher Mayer. Emma McClure being pinned by her sister, Caitlin McClure, and her fiance, Carter Anderson. Andrei Melenchenko being pinned by Ihor and Katerina Melenchenko, his parents. Tony Messanides being pinned by Linda Stepanich, his mom. Yvonne Moon being pinned by her daughter, Riley Liddy. Gemma Moran being pinned by her parents, Denise and Richard Moran. Ashley Mercia being pinned by Rebecca Colvin and Jasmine Thomas, her friends. Warren Tyler Nadig being pinned by his mother, Lori Nadig. Rajuman Nasimjanov being pinned by Umid Kasanov, his father. Emily Naughton being pinned by Jay and Stephanie Naughton, her parents. Nancy Nestor being pinned by her mother, Roz Nestor. Good to see you. Isabella Nguyen being pinned by John Nguyen, her cousin, who's also a nurse. Catherine No being pinned by Hyun Young Choi and Tae Kyung No, her mom and dad. Jada Oliver being pinned by her father, Jamie Oliver. Elizabeth Owens being pinned by Susan Owens, her grandmother, who is also a nurse. Alexandra Palangi being pinned by Pat Palangi, her father. Ashley Panora being pinned by Claudia Levia, Luis Panora, Joshua Panora, her family. Anna Sung Park being pinned by Anne McDonald, her grandmother. Diane Pierce being pinned by her sister Marie Loomer and husband Alex Lakatosh. Emily Perry being pinned by her daughter Olivia Trimble. Mallory Patandi being pinned by Christopher Perko, her husband. Charlie Ching being pinned by Michelle Xiao, Karen Chung, Kat Wong, his girlfriend and friends.
Oh, he didn't want to pay.
Yvonne Ramos being pinned by Nancy Maldonado and Victor Ramos, his parents. Mercy Randall being pinned by Jakara Reynolds, her practicum nurse preceptor. Ching Yang Ren being pinned by Peng Ren, his father. Audrey Riley being pinned by her mother, Dr. Cornelia Ketz Riley. Sarah Riojas being pinned by her partner, Christina Davidson, and Professor Dr. Judy Lewis. Julie Rios being pinned by her mother, Anita Rios. Corey Rivera being pinned by his mother, Terry Rivera. Camden Rourke being pinned by Beck, Josh, Ryan, Peyton, Jacob, and Janiyah. Maya Roberts being pinned by her mother, Sherry Roberts. Kennedy Robinson being pinned by her mother, Tiffany Robinson. Jeffrey Stepnick being pinned by his mother, Paula Stepnick, who is also a nurse. Paige Stalker being pinned by Cooper Stalker, her husband. Sanjana Srinivashan, being pinned by her mother, Vijaya Ramesh, and her father, Ramesh Srinivasan. Beautiful. Galila Solomon being pinned by her parents, Solomon and Hannah Solomon. Molly Sabata being pinned by her mother, Lori Sabata. LaShonda Smith being pinned by her mother, Regina Young. Ethan Smith being pinned by his grandmother, Shirley Thompson. Chanel Slikus being pinned by her father, Jeff Dorr. Olivia Shore being pinned by Sophie Shore, her sister. Jessica Shin being pinned by Dongjun and Youngkung Shin, her parents. Ariana Chateau Borrego being pinned by her sister, who is also a nurse, Kayla Chateau Jones. Mira Schwartz being pinned by her grandfather, Dr. Robert Soderstrom, and her parents, Sarah Soderstrom and Thomas Schwartz. Lila Schroer being pinned by her parents, Frank and Ellen Schroer. Emma Schimmel being pinned by her parents, Karen and Daniel Schimmel. Sechelle Salazar being pinned by her mother, Esperanza Blancas. Vanessa Rodriguez being pinned by Bruno Rodriguez, Judith Quijano, and Judy Rodriguez, her parents and sister. Han Yi-sun being pinned by Ying Sun and Yan Hua Shu, his parents. Uh-oh. Amber Wang being pinned by her parents, Grace Lynn and Edward Wang. Haley Yen being pinned by her parents, Shen Yen and Lillian Chen. Justin Yong being pinned by his parents, Steve Yong and Jennifer Kim. Aaron Zhu being pinned by Jacqueline Soriana and Brianna Bisnoff, her dear friends. Lily Zhao being pinned by Ying Liu and Larry Zhao, her parents. Yuan Yizhong being pinned by Ding Lerma and Jade Lerma and Fuling Jia, her family. Sandy Yang being pinned by her friend, Vabevi Raj. Dayanara Torres being pinned by her parents, Daniel Torres and Gioconda Quinza. Zoe Wagner being pinned by Maureen and Christopher Wagner, her parents. Hannah Zielek being pinned by her mother, Stacy Zielek. Anthony Watuo being pinned by his spouse and daughters, Terry, Layla, and Fiona Wanderi. Janet Waireri being pinned by her family, Andrew, Zara, and Ava. Marianne Terraza being pinned by her family, Taylor Terraza and William Terraza, as well as Jeffrey Whitaker. Lisa Welsh being pinned by Russ, Henry, and Eleanor, her husband and children. Grace Yang being pinned by Wan Yang and Sihi Kwan, her parents. Nina Thompson being pinned by Mary and Walter Thompson, her grandparents. Howard Wang being pinned by Yun Zhao He and Yudong Wang, his mother and father.
All right. Before Paula, if we go too far, did we miss anyone? This is the last chance. All right. Let's give a round of applause to all our graduates. Now that you've received your pin, you are part of a lifelong community, more than a century in the making, shaped by generations of nurses who came before you. You are part of that legacy now. Wherever your path leads you, you will carry this school with you, and your FPB family will always carry you in return. On behalf of the Francis Payne Bolton School of Nursing at Case Western Reserve University, and as a proud FPB alumnus, I offer my heartfelt congratulations and best wishes. This is a deeply meaningful moment, and I know you will make us proud as FPB alumni. Now, I'd like to offer a sincere thank you to our faculty, alumni volunteers, and our student services and alumni relations staff for the hours of work behind the scenes that made today's ceremony and reception special. Let's give them a round of applause. In just a moment, our bagpiper will lead our faculty and students up the aisle and out. We invite our guests to follow behind us as we conclude our celebration today. That concludes our pinning ceremony.
No.